So I wasn't planning on covering this since everyone else has, but then I decided to. So here we are. I'm just going to quickly cover all of the news about the new minifigure leaks that happened today, and I am allowed to show these because they were from someone who legit bought the Bad Batch shuttle early, and they were parts of the instructions and whatnot. However, there is one that's actually from the set, which is a new detail, so we are going to get into that one first. And we basically now know that the Crosshair minifigure will come with a head based on Crosshair, and it looks pretty nice for what it is. What's interesting to me is that there's no hairpiece included, and I kind of get why, but it's just kind of strange how there's no hairpiece in it for Crosshair, and Crosshair does have some very visible hair. It's not like they could have gone, it's just short enough that we can go bald, because there is definitely a lot of hair there, so it's quite weird, I think, why they didn't do that. Maybe it'll come in some other set or whatever. It's not a terribly hard hairpiece to use, then be a slick hairpiece. But it's a hairpiece that I think LEGO needs to make that they have actually never made, and it's like this shaping of the fin one, but with the kind of slick back. I think that that's like a perfect hairpiece that would be so useful to many characters and people, so I think that that hairpiece would have been perfect here. And to finish up the news on the Bad Batch shuttle set, that same image revealed that Hunter will have a double-sided face. I think all of them will. I think that Tech and Hunter will at least. Not too sure about Wrecker and Echo. No, well, Echo kind of looks, he has the back thing, but Wrecker's also bald, so I don't think so. Crosshair, I don't think so either. But, you know, overall, pretty nice minifigures and a great addition to them. But, you know, let's move on to some actual new minifigures, which is our first look at one of these sets. Here are the figures from the Mandalorian Forge set, and they just look pretty good, honestly. The Mando is the same, except it comes with a gunmetal jetpack, so I'm not sure why it's in gunmetal. I do like it though. No cape, obviously, that doesn't bother me, it makes sense why it's there. But the more interesting figs are definitely Paz Vizsla and the Armourer. Let's start off with Paz. He looks incredible, uses that Wrecker thing, and there are some stud attachments at the back, so that's interesting. The gun looks fine, helmet just looks nice in general, and with that kind of body piece, it works so well, and overall just a really great figure. The Armourer, on the other hand, has a bit of controversy around it, and the horns don't really bother me. Like, I noticed when the Gar Saxon was revealed that the horns were a bit short, and I was like, oh, they're gonna reuse it for the Armourer, aren't they? And I get why it was reused, it makes a lot of sense. I feel like the Armourer's horns are very small, that it would be nearly impossible to actually add them onto the mold. At least from what I can gather, but I think it makes sense to have them a bit bigger rather than printed, and I definitely prefer them to printed. And speaking of the print, I think that's the biggest flaw. I agreed that it's quite low down, but it just looks kind of basic. I don't know why. I think it's just the eyes are different, and it might just be in this image. But I don't know why, I just don't like that. The rest of it does look like a pretty solid minifigure though, with some feet printing and whatever, so both of those minifigures are really nice, and I think a lot of people will be picking up the Mandalorian Forge just for those. Final bit of news is that we now have a great look at the Boba Fett fig from these instructions, and it looks just incredible. Definitely my favourite figure of the entire wave probably. And it just looks great with that smooth helmet and the arm printing and whatnot. Best arm printing on a Boba Fett, I think. So yeah, just an incredible minifigure, and it's great to finally see it like that. Overall, all these minifigures do look pretty good. I get why people are complaining about the Armourer, but overall I think it's pretty great. Paz Vizsla is great, Boba is incredible, and the Crosshair head is a great addition to an already good minifigure. However, that will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That will be all, folks. Goodbye.